Hello, my dear students. First of all, I heartily welcome to all of you for a new phase in your life. I said new phase, not only new college, not only new environment, but in your life, you are going to enter in a new part of your life. Because till now, you were school kids, isn't it? From first standard to 10th standard, that was a package like school. Okay, so and that you have completed successfully by writing your SSLC exam and getting good number of marks. Some of you have may not got good number of marks, but that's okay. And you are now entering in a life called as college. From school to college, there is going to take place a big and a beautiful transformation in your life. That's why I told welcome to a new part of your life. Okay, students, why it's a new, why it's different means it's a energy from school to college. Like you might have seen in the movies, na, when hero enters to the college, there will be a new song only. For that situation, they will create a song only. So that's just a energy. You are entering from school to college. Why that change takes place? Because in the school, how were those days? How were those days in the school? कसं होते ते दिवस? Homeworks, heavy bags, prayers, on time, tying the shoelaces, uniforms, knotting the hair, means much rules and regulations. And now you might be thinking, yes, I'm entering in the college, I'm going to college. Means no more rules, no more time bond, no more prayers, no more tension. Or you may thinking, no uniform. You will get mobiles, bikes, no discipline or anything. We can go and like that, anything we can do, anything, bunking the classes, going out with the friends. You can have fun at the college, मज्जाच. You might be thinking like that. Yes, असंच विचार करत असणार ना तुम्ही. ಹಿಂಗ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡತ್ತೀರಲ್ರಿ. Okay, you might have fun in these days, but our college also has uniform, friends, and we too will follow some rules. Because friends, the discipline and the system will frame your character. Not only your knowledge, your whole personality should be developed in our college, and we will work for that only. Okay, so to your colorful life, to your colorful college life, our college will add whole the colors. Our college will add colors to your life, so that you can be a perfect human being, not only a perfect student, not only a perfect scholar, but we will try to make you a perfect human being. Okay, means the whole personality development should be takes place in these 2 years. Because as you know, friends, parents may be telling your elders may be telling you that PUC is a very important part of your life. Means that will be a turning point of your life. Whatever you will do further in your life, that depends on these 2 golden years. Whatever the work you will do, whatever the effort you will put, or whatever the things you will learn from your teachers, from your elders, from your friends, that will form your character, like how you are going to be in your life further. समझाले ना मी काय सांगायला ते. मच वरी अबाउट द लँग्वेज. डोंट वरी अबाउट द लँग्वेज. इंग्लिश काय कोणाला पण येते, ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಬರ್ತೈತ್ರಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್, ಅದ್ರಾಗ ಏನದು. Okay, so we will try to learn about language also. We will try to learn about maths, physics, chemistry, biology. Everything we will learn in these 2 years. Understood? And we will build our personality, we will build our character, and we will outcome as a good result of GI Bagewadi College. Yes or no? So with this energy, I would like to welcome you, a grand welcome to all of you for your PUC first year. एवढं सगळं सांगाले हे कोण, ಇವ್ರು ಯಾರು ಇಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳಾಕತ್ತಾರ. Okay, so friends, I am your physics lecturer, myself Mrs. Simran Bhagoji. I will be teaching physics for you. You have already met 3 lectures of physics, and I am the 4th one. Okay, so friends, 3 lectures have told you about different things. Vishal sir had told you how will be the frame, how will be that, how will be the nature of the question paper and how will be the distribution of marks. Sir had told you. Pawar sir had linked you with the previous 8, 9, 10 syllabus and PUC first year syllabus. And Gaikwad sir has told you about what will be the opportunities after second year. मग आता आम्ही काय सांगायचं ना ಏನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕ್ರಿ. So that's why I thought, as you know, these classes are bridge course classes. So I thought I must tell you about what is this bridge course. Bridge course manje kai? We will discuss about that. And as I told you, I will be teaching you the physics. After knowing what is bridge course, we will jump into what is physics. Exactly. Okay. So students, there are two words. Bridge course. ब्रिज म्हणजे काय आपल्याला माहित आहे. ब्रिज म्हणजे माहित आहे ना, ಎರಡು ನದಿ ಅದಾವ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ನದಿ ಅದ, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ನದಿ ಅದ. ಹೌ ಟು ಗೋ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ರಿವರ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ರಿವರ್? We want a bridge na. So this is one river, this is one river, this is, and this is one more river, and to this river I call it as a school. Which river this is? School. And which river this is? College. So how to go from this river to this river? Ma'am will jump. You can. But we are giving you a bridge between these two rivers. We are building a bridge between these two rivers, and how to go from this river to this river, that we are teaching you in these classes, which we call them as bridge course. Understood? So friends, in school you might have learned so many things. In school you got some knowledge, you got so much knowledge in the school. So there were so many subjects also, like what are the subject you have? You have English subject, you had a language, that may be Kannada, Marathi, anything that was a language, Kannada, Marathi, Urdu, anything. And you learnt about science, and you got maths, and social studies, and one more was Hindi na, Hindi. Okay, so this much things you have studied in your school. And now in the college we are going to study same. English will be there, and one language will be there, and your core subjects. What are those core subjects? Physics, chemistry, maths, and biology or CS we are having. Okay, English was there, we know, because we learned it in school only. Okay, so and some more things we are going to learn in these upcoming 2 years. Language ते पण शिकलो, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಲ್ತೇವ್ರಿ, ಕನ್ನಡ, ಹಿಂದಿ, ಉರ್ದು, Marathi, that we have learned. Okay, so what is this physics? What is chemistry? What is maths? We know maths we have studied, and the same thing further in detail we are going to study in these 2 years. Maths we know. What is this biology? Physics, chemistry, biology. ಏನ್ರಿ ಇವ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲರೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ मध्ये तर नाही इत्ता कुठनं आले. But in school you had one subject, science. You had one subject, science na. In that you have learned so many things. I have made a list. That in your 8th you learnt some means we'll discuss this later on, because this was about my particular subject. But now here I am telling you in general, from this science this physics, chemistry and biology came. So how? Why should we believe you, madam? You are telling from science, physics, chemistry and biology came, but why should we believe? Okay, I will make you to believe. How means? Okay, you know about science. Science andre ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ? Science andre ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ? We are learning it from the first standard only. Like we had environmental studies na, ಪರಿಸರ ಅಧ್ಯಯನ subject होता ना, Like that, we are in relation with the science from our childhood only. From our earlier classes only we know about science. Okay, so what does this science means? Science म्हणजे काय? Science andre ಏನು? Okay, so students, you just start observing your nature. Means what's happening around you. If now you are watching my video, okay, you are watching this video on, you may be watching it on phone, mobile, or you may be watching it on a laptop. Okay, look at that mobile and laptop, how they are working. They are working depending on electricity. Science is there. Your mom may be doing some food in the kitchen. Yes, so they are getting the products from the plants, they may be from vegetables. Plants are there, na? Science. Plants is there means science is there. In your outside you see, out of your home you see. Air is there in the nature. Air is there. Science. Birds are flying. Science. Trees are there around you. Science. So what is science? Everywhere science is there. You start looking towards everything, you can see science in every object. If you have that point of view, if you have the point of view of observing science, you can see science everywhere in your surrounding. Look at yourself. You are breathing. Science is there. You are eating the food and that is getting digested. Science is there. Human anatomy is nothing but science only, na? So whenever you look around your nature and what is happening in the nature, that only nothing but science. How, madam? How is that science? A small example. In your home garden, you may be having one flower, one rose you are having. Okay, so observe at that rose. If you observe at that rose, science people, what you will do? What you will observe? What's its color? How many petals it is having? How that flower is grown? How that flower formed? How that flower is designed, and how that becomes like that only? By which process that flower becomes like that only? By which process that petals have formed? That you will think. What is science in that flower, you will think. Otherwise you have other two streams also in the PUC, arts and commerce. So if you look at arts people, they start explaining that flower, like that flower is very beautiful. It will increase the beauty of the garden. It like that means in a beautiful way they will explain it. So when you give it to a commerce people, what does he will think? He will think about uh, how many rupees it can buy in the market. How much rupees I can get if I sell this flower in the market. So if I want to get so many flower of this, how much money I have to invest? That commerce people will think, na? So that's difference in other streams and speciality in the science. So science, how can we can tell, how can we define science? Science is nothing but a nature. Science is nothing but a study of nature and natural phenomena. Means whatever the process is taking place in your nature, whatever the things happening in the nature, that may be bus going on a road, that may be a person walking on the road, in every process you can observe science. So how can I frame a definition for science? Science is nothing but a study of nature and natural phenomena. Science is a study of nature and natural phenomena. So from where this word science came? From where this word science came? Science is originated from a Latin word scientia. A Latin word scientia gave the word science, and the scientia means nature. Scientia means nature, or it is a knowledge of nature. So from this Latin word scientia, which means knowledge of nature, the word science came. So this is how the word science has been originated. So science has, and now you understood the definition of science and from where the word science came from. So now in this science we have two branches. We have two branches. physical science and biological science. Physical science and biological science. So what is mean by physical and biological then? Okay, as I told you, science is a study of nature and natural phenomena. I hope you are understanding it, students. I am using a very simple language. English is not a problem. You try to understand it calmly. You will understand, because in upcoming 2 years you are going to play with English only. Okay, so try to understand. So as I told you, science is a study of nature and natural phenomena. So in that nature, there are living organisms also and non-living organisms also. Living organisms means we, animals. Human is also animal, na? Means we are living organisms. This duster is non-living. There is no life in this, but I have a life, because I am a living being. I am a living organism, and this is a non-living organism. So in the nature there are tree is also a living organisms, animals also are living organisms, and human also a living organism, and all other things means it may be a table, it may be wood, glass, vehicles, anything, they are non-living organisms. Okay, so in the nature, if you are studying about science, there you will come across living organisms also and non-living organisms also. So the study of non-living organisms, the study of non-living organisms is physical science, a branch of science which deals about non-living organisms. The branch of science which deals about non-living organisms is called as a physical science. And the branch of science which deals about or which studies about living organisms is called as a biological science. Understood? In science we have two parts: physical science, biological science. So where physical science is the one where we'll study about non-living organisms or non-living things, and the biological science is the one where we'll learn about living things. So in this physical science, again we have two branches: physics and chemistry. And biological science means they have a branch, biology. Understood na? From where physics, chemistry and biology came? So they come under science only. Science branches are two: physical science and biological science. Okay, so under physical science we have physics and chemistry, and under biological science we have biology. So like this the subjects came. Understood? So in your PUC 2 years you are going to study the four core of subjects: physics, chemistry, biology or CS, computer science, and maths. Understood? So among those four core subjects, I am about to deal with the physics. I am about to deal about physics. A very interested subject for me. आता तुम्हाला कोणता आवडते बघू. In 2 years you also will fall in love with any of the subjects: physics, chemistry, maths, biology or CS. Okay, so my interested subject is physics. Okay, so as you understood about science, now what is physics? Physics म्हणजे काय? Physics ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ರಿ? So madam, as you told, science is nothing but a nature and natural phenomena. So in nature, what are the things they are related to physics? Where we will observe physics in the nature? Physics कुठं आहे nature मध्ये? सायन्स आहे नेचरमध्ये तुम्ही सांगितलं, बट फिजिक्स एಲ್ಲಿದೆ? फिजिक्स, where is physics? So students, I would like to inform you, if you are looking me, if you can see me, that's because of physics. If you can hear me what I am talking, that's because of physics. Because if you are able to see me means that's because of light. If you are able to hear me, that's because of sound. Understood? And biology, chemistry are also there in the nature. The respected teachers will tell you about that, but I'm supposed to tell you about physics. So there is a sound, there is light, there is force, there is motion. All those things comes under physics. If you are breathing, if you are breathing, there the your breathing process also have some speed, na? So it is speed. This is also one speed. You can breathe faster, you can breathe slower. So there is speed, na? So there is also physics. So students, if you have the skill of observing the things, you can find physics everywhere. You can find science everywhere, and in that science you can classify where physics is, where chemistry is, and where biology is. You can classify. So I will teach you how to observe physics in the nature, how to observe physics around you. तुमच्या ಅರೌಂಡ್ ಕುಟ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ आहे, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಹೆಂಗೆ ನೋಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್? Physics is a study of matter and energy. What is matter? What is energy? That we will study later, but you just think, you just understand, physics is a study of matter and energy. So from where this word physics came now? So physics came from a Greek word fuses. A Greek word fuses. From this the word physics came, and also the fuses means nature. Fuses means nature. From this Greek word, the word physics came. And student, as I told you, physics is nothing but a study of matter and energy. So we are supposed to understand what is matter and what is energy. Why I am telling these things now only? Because students, if you go to your higher classes, if you go to engineering, or if you go to medicine, or if you go to BSc, if you go to BSc Agri, so many opportunities are there, as sir have told you already. So as you go to your higher classes, there will be physics. So the teacher who will be teaching physics at that time will start with the definition of physics only. So at that time they will ask you, what is physics? You have learned physics for 2 years. PUC मध्ये 2 वर्ष physics शिकून आला, आता सांगा physics म्हणजे काय? So at that time they will ask you, who were teaching physics to you? मग तुम्ही तेव्हा आमचंच नाव सांगणार ना, त्यांनी सांगितलंच नाही. That's why we are telling it now only. So physics is study of matter and energy. So what is matter and what is energy? So with a single example, I will tell you, this is a matter. This chalk piece is a matter. How means, if I'll keep it here, right now in my hand nothing is there, I will keep it here. That chalk piece occupied some space. ಈ ಚಾಕ್ ಪೀಸ್ ನನ್ನ ಕೈ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ಟಾಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಗವನ್ನ ಅದು आक्रमिಸಿಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. हौद्री? चॉक पीस हातावर ठेवल्यावर काय झाले, थोडं जागा ते घेतले ना आपल्यासाठी. मीन्स that chalk piece occupied some space. Understood? Or now see, in my hand nothing is there. Now I am keeping this here. This much space is occupied by this duster. Initially my hand was empty. So as I keep it here, this much space is occupied, and now my hand is free. I am not feeling any weight. I am feeling weight now. Understood? 2 points are there. This matter occupied the space, and this is having mass. वजन आहे ना, वजन ಐತ್ರಿ, ಏನ ತೂಕ ಐತ್ರಿ ಇದಕ್ಕ. So the matter is the one which is having mass and occupies space. Matter is the one which is having mass and occupies space. And energy. Energy means what? To hold this, duster, ಇದನ್ನ ಹಿಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ I should have energy. Holding this duster, is nothing but a work. Rubbing the board with this duster is nothing but a work. So to do that work, I should have energy. Means energy, shakti means what? Urja means what? It is a capacity to do work. To do any work, to talk, to write, or to understand the lecture, you should have energy, na? So to that energy means to do any work, you should have capacity. To do any work, you should have capacity, and that capacity is nothing but energy. So what is energy? Energy is a capacity to do work. Matter is a something that having mass and occupies space, and energy is capacity to do work. And which will give the relation between matter and energy is physics. Physics is the subject which will study about interrelations between matter and energy. Understood? So this is about physics. Okay. So students, as I told you about physics, and as I told you this is a bridge course, you have studied physics in your high school also. High school nalli kuda ನೀವು physics ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಿ, and the same thing in detail, in depth, you are going to study in these 2 years of PUC. So what are the things you have studied in your high school? I have made a list. In your 8th class, you had a unit named as force and pressure. Try to remember if it is there or not, you see. And friction you had, sound you had, light, stars and solar system. These 5 units were there in the 8th class. So they are about physics. And other things are also, other units also you had in the science, but they are related to chemistry and biology. I am focusing only on what you have in physics, what you have about physics in your 8th class. Okay, these 5 chapters you had, and that were about physics. And in the 9th class you had atoms and molecules, you had structure of atom, you had motion, matter in our surrounding, work and energy, gravitation, force and law of motion. All these units you had in the 9th class were about physics. And in the 10th you had light, electricity, magnetic effect of current. These 3 units you have based on physics in your SSLC. So students, this physics is not the new one to you. You have studied it already, but you have not classified it. ನೀವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆನೆ ಬರ್ತದ ಅಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. मीन्स तुम्ही शिकलाय फिजिक्स ऑलरेडी, पण ते चॅप्टर्स जे कॉन्सेप्ट आहे, लाईट, साऊंड, ग्रॅव्हिटेशन, that will come under physics only, that you don't know. Understood? And now my work is to tell you that only. Okay, so as the previous lectures have told you, we have distributed the syllabus and everyone is responsible to tell you about some important chapters. And now I am about to discuss about 3 chapters. Number 13, chapter number 13, kinetic theory. नाव पुसूया की आता, बस समजलं ना तुम्हाला? Kinetic theory. And the 14th one was oscillations, and the 15th one is waves. So in this bridge course, I am supposed to discuss about 3 chapters: kinetic theory, oscillations and waves. Okay, so now go one by one. Let's go them one by one. So students, the first thing I am going to discuss about with you is kinetic theory. So I will, the heading of the chapter is kinetic theory, but I will just deform it like kinetic theory of gases, because in this theory mainly relate with the gases only. That's why I will call this as a kinetic theory of gases. मग first try to understand the definition of heading. Heading काय सांगते? Kinetic theory of gases. हे तर आपल्याला नवीन आहे, ಇದಂತೂ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೊಸದಿದೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. But this is familiar to us na, gases. What does it mean by gas? You know, as you know that there are 3 states of matter are there. States of matter means matter. What is matter? You understood. The thing which is having mass and occupied space. So every matter in the world, every matter in the universe exists in 3 states. 3 or one more 4. 4 states. That is solids, liquids and gases. And one more, plasma is also there, that exists in the stars. But here for our reference, in the on the earth, matter exists in 3 important states: solid, liquid, gas. This is understood, means you know this already. In your previous classes you have so there are 3 states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. That what is the difference means, so you might a simple example you can consider is water. Water, H2O. Okay, so if you keep the water in fridge, refrigerator, at very low temperature, it becomes ice. It becomes what? Ice. Okay, so at normal temperature it is water. And when you start increasing temperature, means when you start heating water, when you start boiling, when water start boiling, when it reaches 100 degrees Celsius temperature, it starts evaporating. ಆವಿ ಆಗ್ತೈತಲ್ರಿ water. So that is what? Vapor. So water exists in 3 states. At low temperature, ice as solid. Ice will be strong, na? That is solid. At normal temperature, water, that is liquid. And at high temperature, vapor, that is gas. Understood? So this is a simple example. So what does it mean by exactly solid, liquid and gas? Means comparatively, we can study comparatively for the better understanding. So this is a solid. This is a solid, and the water you drink, cold drinks you drink, that is the liquid. And gas. Gas means what? Air. Air is also a gas. Or when you heat anything, or when you burn the things, CO, carbon is exerted na, means black color असं जात असते बघा वरती. That is what? Carbon. That is gas. Means when I am talking about solid, liquid and gas, you keep in mind those things: solid, liquid, gas. Keep in mind so that you can understand very well. So in the solid, what happens? The molecules. What is molecule? What is atom? That also I will tell you. But as a duster आहे ना, in this wooden parts are there. Wood. This is what है लकड़ी है ना. It is कटगे रहते इधर. Wood it is. So here in this wooden molecules are there. So in solid, molecules are there, and that molecules are tightly packed. Every molecule is tightly packed with each other. The molecules are packed like this. There is no space in between. Means molecules are tightly packed. But in the liquid, molecules are loosely packed like this. Loosely. Not that much. not that tight, they are loosely packed. And in the gas, molecules are like this, away from each other. Means consider in one room, in this one room, if I will place 1 kg of solid, 1 kg of solid if I will place, it will stay like this only. Means particular space it will occupy and it will stay like this only. Means molecules will not disperse. Molecules काय होते spread होत नाही. Molecules spread ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. Molecules will be at rest because molecules are tightly packed. And in the liquid, 1 liter of water, if I'll keep it like this, they will occupy some more space. 1 kg of solid जेवढं space घेते ना त्यापेक्षा जास्त 1 liter of water space घेते. That's because in the molecule they are loosely packed and they will occupy more space. Liquids will occupy more space. That's 1 kg of gas, 1 liter of gas if I'll keep in this room, means, or perfume आहे ना तुमचं perfume is a gas. So 1 kg of perfume जर हे रूम मध्ये तुम्ही हे केला पूर्ण रूम भर होते ना ಪೂರ್ತಿ ರೂಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತಿದೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ನೋ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಟು ಮೂವ್ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ so much space between the molecules. They are not packed, they are free, so they can move everywhere in this room. But liquids loosely packed, not that much free, not that much tight, they are loosely packed, so they will occupy some space. But solids tightly packed, so they will occupy particular space. They are not free to move, they will be at rest. Liquids will be at rest for some extent and free for some extent, but the gas is fully free to move in available space. So this is how the molecules are arranged in solids, liquids and gas. So by this you can say one more definition. See, here between the molecules there is no space, but here space is there na. See here, means between two molecules there is space, between two molecules there is space, between two molecules there is space, and here there is large space between two molecules. Means the space between molecules is called as intermolecular space. So here no intermolecular space, little intermolecular space, large intermolecular space. So this is the second difference. Third difference, here the molecules are tightly packed, means they are attracted to each other. They are attracted to each other, means here there is force of attraction. For attracted म्हणजे एकमेकाला असं चिकटून बसले, that is attraction, force is there. So here force of attraction is there, force of attraction is there, large force of attraction. Here less force of attraction, here no force of attraction, means between two molecules एक molecule इथं आहे तर अनेक तिकडे कुठेतरी असते. There is no force of attraction between them. That's why no force of attraction, little force of attraction, large force of attraction. Third difference. Fourth difference, solids, general meaning, general example, this is solids are having definite size and shape. Solids are having definite size, size is there na, definite size is there and definite shape is also there. And for liquid, size म्हणजे काय, size, weight, shape means shape, understood. And for liquids they are having size, 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg, size is there but shape is not there. If you keep the water in the bottle, that will take the shape of a bottle. If you keep it in a vessel, that will take the shape of a vessel. No shape but size is there for the liquids. For the gas, no shape, no size. एक रूम मध्ये पसरला तर कुठं पण जातो आम्ही, शेपच नाही, साइजच नाही. So here for the solids, no, here for the solids they are having definite size and shape. Here they are having definite size but no shape. For the gases, they don't have definite size and shape. So this is about simple difference between liquid, solid and gas. Means here our chapter kinetic theory deals with the gases. That's why it's very important to know about gases. Gases ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತಾವ, ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿರ್ತಾವ, ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತಾವ ಅನ್ನೋದು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಬಹಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು ಅಬೌಟ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ what are solids also, what are liquids, and what are gases. You understood everything now. So coming back to the chapter, this kinetic theory of gases mainly deals about gases, the behavior of gases. What are gases? You understood. They don't have definite size and shape. There is no intermolecular space. The one molecule is away from another molecule. They are free to move and there is no force of attraction. Like that. Gases, what are gases? You understood. So how these gases behave in particular conditions, that is understood by this kinetic theory, and this theory is given by so many scientists. The main comes physicists are Maxwell and Boltzmann. Boltzmann and Maxwell were the two important physicists who explained kinetic theory of gases. So what they explain in that kinetic theory, or you can say the gas model, you can also say it as a gas model. They explained that this gas, consider this is one material of gas. So this gas is made up of large number of tiny particles. In this kinetic theory, what they explained, this gas is made up of so many number of small tiny particles like this. Like this. In gas, there are small microscopic particles. Microscopic means what? If you watch them with the naked eye, they are not visible. तसंच तुम्ही बघितलं तर दिसत नाही. How you have to see them? Microscope ದಾಗ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. Microscope ದಾಗ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟ ಕಾಣ್ತಾವು. ಆ ಥರ particles ಅದಾವ್ರಿ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ದೊಳಗೆ. That is explained by kinetic theory. In kinetic theory, the physicist, the scientist told that gases are made up of a large number of small microscopic particles, or you can also say them as the atomic particles, and these particles are free to move. These particles are free to move. How means? I will show you. See here. I hope you can see it. See the particles here. You can see it na? See here. Like this, in the gas there are so many atomic particles are there, or so many tiny particles are there, and they are free to move. And you see there, one particle is striking another na, means they are colliding with each other, means striking another, and also they are striking to this wall also. They are striking to this wall also. See there. So the same thing is explained in the kinetic theory. That process which you seen just now, the particles are free to move and they will strike. One particle will strike another, means this is one particle, they will strike another. They will strike, and they will strike to the wall also. Wall is there na? The particles wall, they will strike at the wall also. So such thing is called as what? Collision. Collision means one particle is there, another particles are there, they are moving randomly, they will strike with each other. One collision, another moving, another collision, and they are going to hit the wall also, another collision. So because of this large number of collisions, there exists a energy. Because of all these collisions, one energy is formed, and which energy is that? Means kinetic energy. Because of the collisions of these gas molecules, there produces a kinetic energy. Energy means what I had told you, the capacity to do work. So in energy we have two types: potential energy, kinetic energy. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ potential energy ಪ್ರಚ್ಛನ್ನ ಶಕ್ತಿ, कायनेटिक एनर्जी चलनाशक्ती, मराठीमध्ये काय म्हणतात बघा. सो पोटेन्शियल एनर्जी मीन्स स्टोर्ड एनर्जी. वॉटर डॅम असते ना, डॅम मध्ये वॉटर is stored. So because of that storage of the water, energy is there na, that is potential energy. So if they release the gates, water starts flowing na, means water starts motion, moving. So because of that motion, energy is created, that is kinetic energy. So here, because of the motion of the particles are moving here and there, because of this motion, kinetic energy is released. So this is the basic idea about what is kinetic theory of gases. Understood? Kinetic theory of gases is explained by two physicists, Boltzmann and Maxwell, and they told that gas is made up of a large number of tiny particles which are moving here and there, and while moving they will collide with each other, and they will also collide the wall of the container. Because of this collision, kinetic energy is produced. This is called kinetic theory of gases. So in this chapter we will study about the behavior of gas in different situations, how gas behaves with respect to three important parameters. We will study that is pressure, volume and temperature. With respect to these three important parameters, pressure, volume and temperature, we will study the behavior of gas. We will study in this chapter the behavior of gas in thermodynamic situation. Thermodynamic, what is thermodynamic? I will tell you when I will start the chapter, but it's essential to know the basic things. Pressure means what? Pressure. Exam जवळ आले, pressure. Why pressure comes? Because of exams. That exam is one force. And that force is exerted on your mind. That's why pressure is created. So pressure is nothing but what? The force exerted on an object. Pressure is nothing. Here see, I'm giving the pressure, means I'm exerting the force. Force exerted on an object is nothing but pressure. Volume means what? So in one glass of water, water will occupy the whole space. In one glass, something space will be there. One glass. So if one glass is there, means something space is there na, in that glass. That space is filled by the water. Means water will occupy the empty space in the container. So occupying the space in the container is nothing but volume. Temperature है काय असं, means is your body hot, is you're having temperature असं बघतात ना feverच्या time मध्ये. Or if the body is very cold, in fridge anything if you reach, that is also temperature. Means hot is not only temperature, cooling is also a temperature. So if a body is hot or cool, it is given by the temperature. If a body is very hot, that is high temperature. If a body is very cold, ice, that is low temperature. So the degree of hotness or coolness is given by the temperature. So these three important parameters, pressure, volume and temperature, will give us the explanation of kinetic theory of gases in the chapter. Understood? So in this chapter we are going to study all about the behavior of gas in different situation with respect to three parameters: pressure, volume and temperature. So this is the bridge course for the chapter kinetic theory of gases. I hope you are understanding, you are matching with my frequency. If not, if you have any queries, you can text me or you can call me anytime. Okay? Thank you. Have a good time.